Marcus Speaks. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Marcus Speaks. I'm your host, Marcus, and I would like to just say first that sorry for last week for not bringing a video to you, but I wanted a week off from my podcast. So if you don't follow me on my Facebook fan page at the Marcus Speaks PC page, just, check in periodically to see if I post anything. I usually don't post anything until like Fridays or Saturdays when I'm when I have my idea what I want to talk about, and or if I'm posting something of a video that's about to come out. So just check that periodically, and just see what I'm up to. So today's topic today is something that I feel as though that the website, the chat room, or the shade room is trying to run with. And the person that they're talking about is somebody that I hold personally in high regard because of his comedy. And to me, I feel like he's a all-around good comedian. And the person I'm talking about is the legendary Corey Holcomb. If you don't know anything about Corey Holcomb, all you gotta do is type in his name in Google or Bing or Yahoo and start your journey there. I ran into Corey Holcomb I think it was like 2015 when I was on YouTube one day. I was bored. I didn't want to fall asleep just yet because I had just got off from work. Ex-girlfriend was in the bedroom or whatever, she had to work in the morning, so I stumbled upon his podcast that he has. And his podcast is something that I feel like everybody should watch. So I found out, I watched one episode, I thought it was funny, and I watched more after that. And I look at his show to this day, every Tuesday at it will be 10 p.m. or no, it'll be 11 p.m. if you're on the East Coast. So check it if you're on the East Coast. Go to YouTube on Tuesday nights at 11 and check them out. So the Shade Room had some bullshit to say about him because of his radio interview that he did in Chicago, because he has a show today, and he came. I'm guessing he came in yesterday and was trying to sell a show out or whatever, so he can make his money. So the Shade Room basically was downing him about what he said, and I don't feel like what he said was wrong, because number one, he's a comedian. Number two, he's trying to make money. So I'll let y'all look at the clip that everybody is outraged about.
Normally the answer to all of your problems.
What do you mean?
Stop acting like you don't know. I hate when girls who weigh 300 pounds are talking like men be this. I'm like, girl, have you seen you?
What? Corey,
Men don't always do you like that because you ain't on your game. If you get on your game, you might be able to be. Really, an attractive woman ain't even got to work.
Listen, you can be big and attractive. Look at Lizzo, who might weigh.
You think Lizzo attractive?
Yeah, she's really pretty in the face. She's a pretty woman, though. Seriously,
no, Lizzo coming out the bathroom in the morning coughing. Gonna run anybody away.
Corey, I'm not. Wait, stop. No, Corey, stop.
Big girls cough, they run there.
So, as you can see, me personally, I have a good sense of humor, and I know Corey because I don't know him personally, but I know Corey as far as his comedy. And I can say, yeah, it can set some people, like it can make people mad about what he says, but he speaks from the heart and he talks with wisdom. Nothing that he says in his comedy doesn't strike people to be a lie. It's always to me the truth, because if I can tell y'all a story. So I was dating this girl, and I think it was like last year, if not 2 years ago. I took her to Corey's show at the Baltimore Comedy Factory. So I'm telling her about Corey. I got his podcast on as we're driving to the venue, and I'm telling her about him, like how funny he is, how much fun we're gonna have, like, you know what I'm saying, like just brace yourself for what he's gonna say, because if you think this stuff is crazy that he's talking about on his podcast, then you really gonna like him. So, you know, she was digging him all through to when we got to the venue. So, you know, his opener comes on, and then his feature comedian comes on, which he's funny too. Laugh Love, he's funny as hell too, so check him out too. I think he has a YouTube radio show, but just type in his name, like I said, Laugh Love. And yeah, like, so at the end of his set, and we went to the 9 o'clock show. At the end of his set, we're driving. I'm driving her back home, and we're talking. So I asked her, "Hey, so did you like the show?" So she basically had a fucked up look on her face, and she said, "I didn't like the part when he started talking about so and so," and I just started laughing, because Corey says in his interviews that his show was built for relationships, because basically that's what he talks about in his comedy. He talks about relationships. So she didn't understand. I wouldn't say that she was mad, but I felt as though that she didn't understand what he was trying to convey when he was talking. So I basically explained to her what he was saying. She still had the fucked up look on her face. So they let me know just off top that she wouldn't want to go back to another one of his shows. So I was like, alright, fuck it, because he had another show in Philly, I think like 2 weeks later. So I was like, I'm definitely not taking her to that show. So I'm guessing that we ain't gonna date anymore, because, you know, me personally, I'm not like a concert dude. I like going to comedy shows. So, like, you know, I wouldn't be. It's the fact that I don't like big crowds, but, you know, I love comedy shows. So what the Shade Room had to say was, comedian Corey Holcomb voices his opinion on plus-size women in radio interview. So like the subtitle of that is, when big girls cough, they run men away. Now, I don't want anybody to think that this man, which if you see on his show, he jokes around. Like, to me, he wasn't just talking about plus size women. To me, he was talking about, like, what women are going through when it comes to dating, what men go through when it comes to dating, and, like, just the slightest thing that somebody does, that if you're not even like that into them, anything can run you off. And that's just my personal opinion. Anything can run somebody off. Like I said, girl that I went to the comedy show with, she said she didn't particularly like certain aspects about him. Which this is how she said, I didn't think he was all that funny when he got to so and so. So me basically looking at that and saying, well, I can't take you to this type of comedy show anymore, so I'll choose somebody else to go with. And not only that, there's other comedians that I like to watch that aren't similar to Corey, but they have sometimes the same message. Like, I like D.L. Hughley, I like Corey, I like Dave Chappelle, and a lot of these comedians that I like, they don't dig in as much as Corey does, but they have like sort of the same message. But Corey, within his brilliance, he actually makes you think about everything that you know that you're thinking about the person, but he turns it on its head, and he allows you to see what you were thinking. So that's basically it. That's just the whole thing. And if you understand comedy, and if you understand the business of what they do, they have to sell their show. So when they're on the interviews, they have to give off their personality, they have to give off their comedy skills, and they also have to show some sort of thought process and wisdom to draw you in, to make you come to one of their shows. So I don't understand what the hell the Shade Room's trying to say here, because within the clip I showed you, you can see how everybody was laughing and having fun. But they have something to say about that too, which is this. It's important to note that while he was saying all of this, none of the people in the room attempted to let him know that his comments were offensive. Instead, they were all laughing hysterically. The girl was not laughing, because in a radio show, there's three types of people. You got like the straight dude that plays it straight the whole time. You got the intellectual irritant, and then you have like the reporter. So the girl, I'm guessing, is the reporter. I've never heard their radio show because I don't live in the city of Chicago, but I'm pretty sure that she's the reporter within the whole radio show. So she has to, be on the side of like information. So yeah, she was laughing a little bit, not really, but if you look at the full clip, which I think, well, not the full clip, if you look at the full video basically is him selling his show and them catching up with him and stuff like that. Like, it's not that he was being rude, it's just he was just trying to sell a show. That's it. Like, it's nothing else to get outraged about and shit like that. Like, it's not that serious if you look at it, because in the business that he's in, he has to sell his like, I'm wearing one of his t-shirts. Like, this is one of Corey's t-shirts. Alright? Like, and I didn't personally buy this. A girlfriend of mine, when I went to go and see a show, bought me the t-shirt, because I already had one of them, and I think I was getting another one through the mail, because I ordered it off of his website. And then when we was at the comedy show, I had got this shirt. So Corey is funny. I don't understand what people are saying, how they're outraged. Corey's funny, alright? So basically, if you, like, in all, comedy is always subjective. It's a comedian taking a topic or a current event or something like that and making light of it. So, what the hell is this? Like, I don't understand what the Shade Room here is doing, because it looks like that they're trying to play it straight. They're trying to be politically correct. They're trying to make Corey out to be the bad guy, which he's not. And I don't understand what they're trying to say here, because I read this full article, and it's a bunch of bullshit, because they're trying to say within the whole thing that he hates plus size women. That's not what he was trying to say. He was trying to make light of something that he was on the spot with, because basically it's like this. So when comedians are at radio stations, they give you certain bits in their comedy that they do. So basically, one of the radio hosts will set them up with the joke, and then he gives you the punchline and stuff like that. That's basically all that the comedian does. So, but he's doing it in like conversation form. So if you ever watch the show, what the hell's that show called? Comedians Unleashed, or Comedy Unleashed, or whatever. It's an old show, comes on at like 2:30 in the morning, whatever. But it was a show that used to play late night on prime time. I forgot what station it would be on, but basically it's a host, and then it's 4 comedians basically telling their jokes in conversation form. That's all that it is. It's like seeing radio on the television. That's basically all it is, and that's basically all he was doing, was giving his bits in conversation form so you could go out and see what he does. And I can tell you from the 3 times I've saw him that he's fucking phenomenal. He's downright you can say he's a comedy genius, basically. He's brilliant. But I feel as though that this outrage culture is like a fad. Like, everybody gets mad at everything that has nothing to do with them. So, not once have we seen or heard in the past, not even a full 24 hours probably, of any plus size woman coming out saying that she's outraged and she's upset and whatever. But basically, I saw one comment on their forum. Basically, one chick said that he was a jerk, and I don't understand how he's a jerk if he's just trying to basically give his comedy to the people. Because the number one, look, if you're depressed, if you're going through something or whatever, comedy is that thing that helps. Trust me, I know. At like 22, I started feeling bad about myself and stuff like that, but I looked at comedy to uplift myself, and I'm doing fucking great right now. Like, not only does comedy do that for you, but it helps you look at something in a subjective way. Okay, you can basically, okay, so not saying that you should make light of certain things, but it helps keep the edge off a little bit. Like, not keep the edge off, but it gets the edge off of something serious if you can laugh at it, just slightly. But also, I want to say that, like the sensitiveness of everything, and like basically trying to censor art and entertainment and stuff like that. This shit ain't cool, yo. Like, it's not cool at all, because a man's trying to basically make money to feed his family, and then it's people out here that would start hating, that don't understand how to conduct business at all. They just want to be outraged and censor stuff and make people be PC, but that's not really the way of the world. Like, you can't do that. Like, I feel as though that you can't do that. You can't stop somebody from saying what the hell they want to say. Now, can you be upset at what they say? Hell yeah. But it's either, do you want to do something about it, where you'll either do something stupid to the point to you might go into jail, you might get killed, something like that. Not taking it that far, but just saying, be outraged, or you can collectively be outraged or something. But unless you can't do shit about it, I suggest you shut the fuck up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said, sorry for last week, but I will keep coming at you with this content. And thank you for watching, and have a nice day. Peace. If you're a newcomer to this channel, please like, comment, and share this video. Don't be afraid to subscribe too. If you're already a part of the channel, please share the video content on this channel. If you want to know any of my social media information, I'll show them on the screen right now. You know my motto, I'm trying to save one relationship at a time and one mind at a time.